I'm Trinity. I'm a sophomore. I'll be graduating WC in 2025. The courses I've taken at WC are 6th and 7th grade art, and I've taken ceramics 1 and 2 this year. I love ceramics because I get to make all kinds of sculptures and fun things with my hands, and I can still paint them too. It takes all the cool things about painting in 6th and 7th grade art and brings them 3D. I'm not really sure why I love art almost more than anything else, but I guess I just love having a way to express myself and be creative that doesn't require words or anything. I've learned all kinds of new techniques through the courses I've taken, and I've been able to do things that I never thought I would do, and I've learned new ways of creating art that I wouldn't have expected, and these classes have really helped me be encouraged to start an art business. So I feel like in 6th and 7th grade art, I wasn't really concerned about what I would do after school, but now that I've been able to take art in high school, I know that I can do art after school, and that has really solidified my interest in having an art business. I've thought a lot about what kind of business I want to have, and I'd really like to have a crafts business so that I can make all kinds of small things and big things and sell them to people, and they can commission me for whatever they want. Things to make people happy. I do feel like the Fine Arts Department has allowed me to be able to understand how art can be a tool for God's kingdom, because I didn't really understand before. Art was the only thing I was good at. I really didn't see how it could be a spiritual gift at all. But my wonderful teachers, Mrs. Decker and Miss England, have helped me understand that through my art I can show a little bit of how God's creation is really beautiful. I've loved art for so long, and thanks to WC's classes and teachers, I finally see how art can be a part of my future.
I'm Jeremy Slagle. I'm a graphic designer and illustrator here in Columbus, Ohio, and I'm a graduate of the class of 1993. One of the things I loved about Worthington Christian, the size of the school and the arts in particular, was that there was a lot of flexibility for me. My parents had me at Worthington Christian because they were faculty and staff there, but what we found was that it also opened up a ton of opportunities for me in the arts. From the performing arts, I was involved in every play I could get involved in, and then even building the sets and every opportunity I had to work in ceramics, to work in the fine arts with painting. Wherever I had an opportunity, I got involved. The arts room at Worthington Christian, which was one room back when I was there, was my fortress of solitude. It was the place I could go where I wasn't academically strong and I didn't do great in other classes. It was the place I could go and just really feel like I could express myself with the gifts that God gave me. One of the things I liked about the art program at Worthington Christian, I had Carol Galbraith all 4 years, and she would introduce us to all sorts of different mediums. We would work in paint, we would work in pen and ink, which was my favorite, pencil. She introduced us to all sorts of artists and would help us get a greater appreciation for the arts as well. The resources were great. I had a chance to throw stuff on the wheel in the ceramics class and learn about glazing techniques and all that, which I really enjoyed. And then also access to even some computer graphics at the time, even though it was just kind of starting to come out. But it was just starting to touch in that field as well. The other thing that I loved about Worthington Christian is I was able to apply my skills at the school by creating the posters and all the artwork for the plays. And I started getting into doing the t-shirt design, and whenever they had an event that would come up or the basketball team was going to the state finals, I would design all the t-shirts for all of that as well, which got me into my first job. I worked in garment and silkscreen printing was my first job, and it was actually those t-shirts that I did at Worthington Christian that were in my portfolio that helped me land my first job as a designer. The fact that it is a Christian school is the most important thing to me. The fact that the very first book of the Bible It says, in the beginning, God created. That is his fullest expression of love towards us. And not only was his creation so important that he was willing to send his son to die for that creation. As image bearers and being made in the image of God, we have the distinct opportunity to also be creative in our lives. And I don't take that lightly. And it's one of the things I do love about Worthington Christian is that it does have does give students strong opportunities in the arts. And because we are made in the image of God, because creativity is important, because it is an attribute of God, I believe that the school does a really great job of making sure that we understand that's important. Worthington Christian has impacted not just me, but both of my kids who are also alums of Worthington Christian. They basically grew up in a design firm. The place you're in right now, my design studio, is literally attached to the back of my house. So opportunities for them to go on photo shoots with me, to go to meet with clients, to see graphic design in action. And then their passion for it as well was also nurtured by the same teacher. They both had Carol Galbraith as well. We're fortunate to all have the same art teacher at the school. And she just really did the same thing for me, for them that she did for me. And that was just really infuse creativity with a great spiritual element, encourage them along the way to grow, to learn new things, and to expand their horizons with the visual arts. And so I've had the privilege of having both of them as interns and work for me now, and we're just super grateful for Worthington Christian and for the opportunities they had there as well.